This is just not fun at all. Rangers lose 3-2 to the Detroit Red Wings in overtime. They once again lose to a team that is coming off of a back-to-back. They once again lose for Yaroslav Halak. They once again lose on home ice. Get a losing streak going. The list goes on and on and on. All I know is this is pathetic. Pathetic. And I don't want to hear that it's November. We're way past the it's early excuse at this point. We're way past that. 10 games in to this thing. We're way past that. Way past it. And quite frankly, I don't know. I tweeted what I said, and I've had time to retract the statement that I put on Twitter where I said that I have little to no confidence in this team, considering that there has not been anything good going on for this team. I've had time to sit and think about that tweet, sit and think, hey, do I really mean what I said? And so far, I haven't even wanted to take that back. I have not wanted to even take that back. They have not been good. No. Now, before we jump into the recap, be sure to leave a like if you do enjoy the video. Subscribe if you guys are new, especially if you're Ranger fans. We cover them all season long here on the channel. And turn on your notifications so you know when I upload. This stings. This stings. And I don't care if the Detroit Red Wings look like a better team this year. It does not matter. There are no excuses here. This is a team that was in the Final Four last year. Are you legit or not? Because right now, I don't like saying it, but Paul Bissonnette, everyone calling us frauds. I don't know. Because including the overtime losses, they are now below 500. Don't you just want to vomit? Let's cover this game. There's a lot to get into. First period was interesting, to say the least. I mean, the Rangers didn't look awful, but let's talk about it. Gauthier ends up drawing a penalty early in the period after trying to break to the net, and Roenick then goes off for slashing. So Julien Gauthier doing Julien Gauthier things. And then Mika gets 2 chances with the 1T, doesn't go through, and the Rangers ended up killing the penalty. And Jacob Trouba right after decides, yep, let me just pinch too far up into the zone and take a stupid holding penalty. So then you have that. Rangers go on the penalty kill, and Yaroslav Halak makes some excellent saves. One of them on Larkin, but the bigger save was on Dominik Kubalik as they're trying to go one-time slot there. Robs him. Panarin then set up Trocheck in front. This was during a great shift that the second line had set up Trocheck in the slot. He gets denied on an opportunity, but then the Rangers do end up scoring first. Cabo Caco picks up a loose puck in front of the net, and he snipes it from the slot, glove side on Alex Nedeljkovic. Kreider and Trouba with the assist on that one. 1-0 game early, and the Rangers continue to look pretty solid. VC got a chance off the rush, denied. Sherratt then goes off for interference, again getting under the skin of the Detroit Red Wings, and the Rangers end up capitalizing on it. Beautiful puck movement on this power play. Adam Fox, world-class puck movement here, sets it up to Panarin. Panarin with a beautiful pass over to Zibanejad in the one-time slot to snipe it. We have a 2-0 game, and then in classic fashion, the Rangers take a penalty right after a power play because that's what they do. Philip Hedl goes off for hooking, but Halak again comes up big, makes probably the biggest save of the game. A little tic-tac-toe play the Red Wings tried, and then he denies Lucas Raymond backdoor. Beautiful save. You got his name chanted there. Must have felt great for him, but big kill for the Rangers there at the end. And pretty much it was a back and forth period for the most part, but I thought the Rangers played better during the 5-on-5 opportunities that were there because the refs were calling everything tonight. 14-11 in favor of the Wings for shots on goal in that period. Second period comes around, and Detroit scores very early as Ben Sherratt just fires one from the point. Luff ends up tipping it in. I think it was Libor Hayek that was out of position instead of tying him up there in front. Sider also gets the assist 2-1 game. And then the second line, late in the period, has a pretty solid shift. Lafreniere tried to set up Trocheck, but the pass was too out of his reach. And then it ends up being a 2-2 game not too long later on, because the Rangers elect to go for a dumb line change. You have forwards gliding back. You have Trouba and Jones not knowing what to do on the defensive play there. And that ends up going to Pia Suter from Roenick and Larkin, 2-2 game. And Fox then goes off for interference. Terrible call, but whatever. Rangers kill it off. Kakko then gets a chance alone in front, denied. Kakko then makes a great defensive play, which almost ended up being the third goal of the game. Beautiful back check there. Kakko being everywhere and showing how underrated he is on both sides of the puck. You want offense? He's giving you offense. You want defense? He's giving you defense. He is there. If only the rest of the team was, right? But the Rangers got dominated until the final 5 minutes of that period. They looked awful. 10-6 in favor of the Wings for shots. That doesn't justify or show how bad the Rangers were that period. Third period rolls along, and we have some interesting new line combinations. We saw Panarin with Mika and Kakko to start the period. We saw VC, Trocheck, Blais, Goudreau, Hedl, Laffy, Kreider on the fourth line with Carpenter and Gauthier, and then we saw Trouba and Hayek. Interesting, but let's see how it works out, right? Let's go on. Tries the galaxy brain things yet again. Gauthier with the classic move to the net. Can't bury that one. Trocheck then denied on a rush opportunity. VC couldn't bury a rebound opportunity from a Fox shot. Schneider denied in the slot. And then we found out Jones was getting benched, which I don't understand that decision, considering there were a lot worse defensemen on the team tonight. No one was really good tonight, but I digress there. Third line then gets a great shift. You have Lafreniere miss a one-time opportunity. Kubalik then got a breakaway because of a Fox turnover. He ends up firing high on that breakaway. Halak then another big save on the cross crease pass to save this game from ending in regulation. Back and forth period for the most part. I know I kind of talked more about how the Rangers played that period, but I thought that it was a back and forth period. 12-8 in favor of the Rangers for shots that period. Rangers played a bit better, but then we go to overtime and Miller goes off for holding. Questionable penalty yet again, and they end up scoring on the power play. Dominic Kubalik scores a one-timer, goes right through Jacob Trouba, and he ends up scoring. They end up reviewing the play as well, and it ended up being onside, game over. And also, I forgot to mention, if we want to talk about officiating, they missed Nedeljkovic touching the puck in the trapezoid before the Luff goal, but whatever. Whatever. Who cares? You scored 2 goals tonight. Be better. Be better. Nobody is sorry for you. Nobody's making excuses for you. Nobody cares. Do better. And I'm sick and tired of it. Everyone blaming Halak. I mean, we must have watched 2 different games, or you just are going in there expecting a shutout every night. Realistically, your backup's going to give up 2, 3 plus goals. Somewhere in the 2 to 5 range, I think it's fair. But he let up 3. Could have been 2 if you guys just won it in overtime or actually showed up more in regulation. Whoop-de-doo. And it wasn't even his fault, the goals. You had the overtime one, where Trouba played horrible defense. The Suter one, which was horrible defense, horrible line change. And then you had the Luff one, which was a deflection goal that nobody's stopping, probably. There's no excuses. They didn't show up offensively. They didn't show up defensively. They are embarrassing right now. And I want to throw up watching them play. I really do. It's so sickening to watch the hockey that we're watching. And it's amazing that we go from conference finals to this. This is... Ugh. I want to throw up. I just do. 36-29 in favor of the Wings for shots. 53-48 for the Wings in the faceoff dot. Sure doesn't feel that way. It felt like we got dominated in the faceoff circle tonight. 31-23 in favor of the Rangers for hits. Yay, woohoo. Block shots 22-15 in favor of the Wings. And giveaways 4 for the Wings, 7 for the Rangers. how do we assess the lines here? Because we saw a different combination. How about we start with how the lines were in the first 2 periods of the game? Not great. I can't point out. I mean, do we really even need to address anything here except for the fact that Kako and VC were pretty much the only forwards to show up tonight? I mean, seriously. Seriously, who else? Who else? Your top guys are doing nothing. Nothing. At even strength, especially. Are you joking me? Yeah, it's cute, Mika, that you got another power play goal. Let's go. How about a 5-on-5 goal? You got none this year. It's November. Kreider, it's cute. You got an assist. Okay. Put the puck in the net. It's November. Panarin and Trocheck, where are you? Lafreniere, where are you? Where? They're doing nothing. They're doing nothing offensively. Defensively, too, I mean, lazy effort from most of the forwards except for VC, Kako, and Mika, maybe. Hedl, I thought, had a decent night, too. Driving the offense on that third line. 63% the faceoff dot. 83 for Carpenter, too. But, I mean, he didn't do anything. Blay on the second line, too, by the way, in that third period. What are we doing? What are we doing? And then go on says after the game, well, I put Kreider on the fourth line because that's where he belongs. If you're trying to send a message, bag skate these guys. Because nobody is coming to play. Nobody. It's a joke. It's a joke. There is nobody showing up. And the blue line? I mean, forget it. Who can I hype up from the blue line tonight? Fox and Miller were probably the best pair, but even then, couple questionable decision making with the puck there by those two. Turnovers, left and right. I mean, it's just, come on. There's no one from the blue line. Schneider had an awful night. How about that pinch that he had late in the game? Almost led to a goal. If you want to highlight the best defenseman tonight, probably Libor Hájek. Maybe could have argued he should have tied up Bluff there. But I mean, hey, he wasn't too awful, actually. You're not going to win hockey games when Libor Hájek's your best defenseman. I don't know. I don't know. Your forwards aren't showing up. Nobody's playing defense. You're turning the puck over and giving it away like it's candy on Halloween. The only thing I could highlight from this team right now is goaltending. And the defense is letting them out to dry. So it's looking like the goaltending's worse than it actually is. Do they work on defense at practice? No, seriously, do they? Because I don't know. I don't know. What else is there even to talk about? I don't know. I'm disgusted. I don't even want to really talk about this game anymore. You're playing the Islanders on Tuesday, who will be coming off of a back-to-back. If you cannot bring it against another team coming off of a back-to-back, the NHL schedule creators are gifting you opportunities to win, but you're not. If you cannot beat the Islanders on Tuesday, oh boy. Oh boy. If you're gonna lose, give it your all. Lose 1-0. Get goalied at the very least. Give it your all. Not throw your hands up, play garbage defense, not just pepper shots on goal, fire meatballs away. Give it your all. Another team playing a back-to-back. My guess is Igor is going to be in goal. What does it matter? What does it matter when the offense just doesn't show up? Just doesn't. All right, that's going to be it for me. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section. Let me know if I'm overreacting or not. Maybe I am. Maybe I'm not. But, hey, I was criticizing them during a couple of the wins, too. So I don't want to hear that I'm being overreactionary or anything, because I've been saying this even during the wins, that there's a lot to be worried about. A lot. And I thought that maybe we're turning a slight corner, though, when they were getting all those wins. But feels like we're back to a couple weeks ago here, aren't we? Again, let me know in the comment section what you think. Leave a like if you enjoyed the video. Subscribe if you guys are new. Turn on your notifications too, so you know when I upload a video. And I will see you in the next one. Let's go, Rangers.